Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, I want to run you through a few trades that I went ahead and I took this week. All four of these trades are swing trades with really good risk to reward and some really solid technical analysis behind the trades. I'm going to share with you my entries, my exits, the reasoning behind every trade, the technicals that I was looking at. So I hope you guys can learn from this video. Every trade that I take in today's video, every trade that I take in general is all in the Discord chat, win or lose, sharing everything there. If you guys want to check that out, the link is going to be down in the description below. Congratulations to anyone in the chat that killed it this week. We definitely had an awesome week with some of these plays. So GG, congratulations to anyone out there. Before we get into this, make sure to press that like button, subscribe to the channel, and of course, press the bell notification so that you guys know every single time that I post and every single time that we go live every single market day from 8 a.m. to around 8:45 a.m. All right, guys, so the first one we're going to go ahead and look at is a position that I opened today on NVIDIA, a very clean hold of previous highs from yesterday. Let's go ahead and jump into it. NVIDIA, a killer trade. I love everything about it, and you guys can see it is 1:30 p.m. Eastern time right now, and NVIDIA is hitting new highs, and we caught this thing at an incredible level this morning. So this morning, right here, NVIDIA, at 9:48 a.m., NVIDIA 1015 call, 225 call for $5.20, a stop below 219. Right here on your charts, you will see my chart that I sent to the chat at right in the morning. You can see the support level that held absolutely beautifully here in the morning. So if we get into this trade, let's go ahead and look at some previous levels. That is all that I looked at to get into this trade. Now, here is the 1 minute chart. Actually, you know what? Let's go to the 5 minute and let's look at the last 2 days. Here's the 5 minute on your screen, the last 2 days. You guys can see yesterday's highs were 219 right there. Very clean, not, no MACDs, no RSIs, no fancy indicators, just a previous high holding as support. You guys can see on your screen right there, 219 held, awesome. Pullback right here, awesome hold this morning. And as soon as I saw that thing hold and I saw it start to push back higher with a NASDAQ move, you guys can see, look at this hold at 219 on this candle, this big green candle, as we started to break above this level right here. We started to engulf this price action. Boom. That's my confirmation. I'm into the trade with some time, a 10-15 contract, giving myself some time to let this thing run. And I am still holding this right now. Just an awesome trade. Just using yesterday's highs as that support, looking for it in the morning. All morning today, I was talking to the chat. Do not panic on a market dip at open. Look for opportunity on those dips. Market open, you will get dips. Don't panic. Look for the opportunities. Look for those pullbacks. They will provide opportunities all the time. The people that don't panic and look for potential, support levels where you can purchase these plays off of, that is exactly what we did today on NVIDIA. And congratulations to anyone that is in that with me. All right, guys, so the first trade that we're going to review today are my Facebook put options. We saw here on Wednesday morning, we got a very big dip here on Facebook. You guys can see right here, this was the pre-market, and we got a very nasty dip. So if we go out to the daily chart, we'll go ahead and analyze the daily chart first. On Wednesday, we got that gap down. We got it right back down towards that 100 SMA. I was looking to see if Facebook would fail that 100 SMA, which is right around that 350, 348 level. So we dipped below 100 and definitely got rejected there on Wednesday. It looks like right now we're trying to hold up. Facebook not having a fantastic day as of right now. So back to the 1 minute chart, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys where I went ahead and got into this play and why I was getting into it, why I was confident that Facebook may see a little bit more downside. Here is Wednesday for you guys to see. Now, the first thing I was looking at was I was thinking in the morning, okay, Facebook's dipping on news. Where is it going to try to bounce into and reject off of? Because, of course, after such a big pre-market dip, you can't just expect this thing to go straight down. There's going to be some type of bounce. It's probably going to be weak. It'll probably reject off some previous levels. And in my mind, I was watching the 100 SMA and the 350 level. Now, why 350? 350 because on Monday, you guys can see that we had support around this 350, basically 350 even on Monday. Right here, you guys can see that. This was your support on Monday. This was your bounce. This was your Tuesday, very sideways. And here is Wednesday morning. So if we zoom back in to Wednesday morning, you guys will be able to see that Facebook rejected right off that 350 as it started to push back higher. So this 350 level, nice little top that formed there, very ugly wicks, wick, and wick. Every time it tried to push into 350, it got rejected. It was also starting to form a bear flag in the morning. And as soon as this thing started to fall below this little hold here, I went ahead and entered these put options. So here in the Discord chat at 9:39, went ahead and got into some 10:15, 3:45 puts with a stop above 350. If I'm in put options, if the stock goes above 350 after looking at this chart, there's absolutely no reason that you should hold them. Get out of the trade, take your loss, and move on. That's very strict. That's very easy to see. If it's breaking above technical levels that you want to see it hold below, get out of the trade and move on. You can always re-enter this trade. So I had my stop above 350, love the triple top at 350, previous support turning into resistance. You guys can see that right there. So we got that dip. We started to move lower. Now, why did I hold this trade until around 10? I held it until 10:27 is when I got out with about a 13% profit. I got out at 10:27, which is right around here when the stock just was really holding up and just basically trading sideways. At that point, I wasn't really interested in it anymore. Now, how I managed this trade. The second thing that I was watching was, will we turn the previous support in the pre-market, which is right here around 346, into resistance? You guys can see we held that in the morning, this 346, tried to hold it here in the pre-market. And what you'll notice is that around 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern time, Facebook went ahead and turned that previous support once again into resistance. So a very clean previous support into resistance once again, and we fell off of that level. Very nice trade, very clean, previous support into resistance. And also, if I go ahead and pull this up, you can see beautiful fail of previous support and the VWAP. So right here on your screen, if I zoom in, you will see that that gray line on your chart is the VWAP, and we went ahead and failed that beautifully. That lined up right with that previous resistance or previous support turning into resistance. I'll go ahead and pull it up for you real quick on the charts for you to see. Right here, gray line on your chart is a VWAP right here. This highlighted line, gray line right there. Awesome rejection of previous support into resistance. And that is where I went ahead and I took my profits right here around 10:27. So right here, locked it in. Not a huge trade, not making me millions of dollars, but a very clean trade, a stress-free trade, using technicals, using those intraday support and resistance levels, and just taking the trade, taking my profits when I felt like this thing was just sort of flatlining. Didn't have much interest at that point. On the daily chart, on the 4-hour chart, you guys will be able to see we definitely have held some support so far on Facebook. So hold on, let me go ahead and change this real quick for you. So you can see, including today, this 340 level, 344 level is definitely somewhat of a support area from these previous circles. You guys can see resistance, support. We're trying to hold support here as well. So I didn't really want to mess around with it anymore. Just wanted to go ahead and lock in my profits there. So that was the first trade. Second trade for you guys is Lululemon. Now, Lululemon on the daily chart just looks beautiful. It hit new highs today. I locked in profits today. I locked in about a 12% gain on Lulu. So I did get a little bit, I did lock these in a little bit early. The reason behind it, which you guys probably don't care about, is that I'm going to be traveling this weekend. I don't want to have too much risk on my portfolio. I never like to travel with a lot of money on the line, so I just went ahead and locked in the profits. It might be a silly reason to some, but I also think it is smart to manage risk in your portfolio. But either way, here is Lulu. You guys can see, gap up on earnings. Ever since the gap up, we have not failed this previous highs. We've turned it into some beautiful support here. If we go to the hourly chart, you can see the channel that has formed here on Lulu. Very, very nice. Support, support, support 3 times. And as I started to see Lulu uptrend here, I wanted to see if I could try to catch an all-time high breakout. So on your charts, you can see that Lulu has been grinding higher. If I go to the 5-minute chart, here is where I'll go ahead and show you where I went ahead and got into it. So we're going to look at yesterday and today. This is yesterday and today on Lululemon. I'll go ahead and turn on the after hours so we can see this a little bit cleaner. There you go. Here's after hours. Here's after hours. And I went ahead and got into this trade right here. You will see on the Discord chat, I just sort of wrote something about a potential straddle option strategy around the Fed meeting if anyone was interested. But here is where I went ahead and bought LULU. Buying LULU plus one LULU 440 call, 10.15 for 6.23. On the charts, you can see I was pointing out this 427 support level and also showing that we had a very nice daily chart set up. So if we go ahead and jump into that 427 level intraday, you guys will see I'm going to go ahead and jump onto the 1 minute chart here on LULU. Having a nice day today as well, still holding up, even though I went ahead and got into it or got out of it. Let's go ahead and pull up the 3-day 1 minute chart, go to Wednesday. And here is where I went ahead and entered. It was around, just around 1:29 p.m., which is right here on this retest of this previous support intraday. So here is Wednesday, right? And we had this support that came in right around this 427. We had this low here. We had a low and a low, right? So you had your low, you had your low, and you had your low. A very nice little base that formed here on LULU. When I saw LULU push through this level, push through this previous high, right here we had previous highs, we pushed through, came back, found support, and I was looking to see if LULU could pull back to this retest level here at 427 and hold it once again. As soon as I saw LULU start to bounce off that retest level intraday, I went ahead and took my position. Later in the day, we did hold it once again. And the reason I was confident holding this into the next day, I opened this order yesterday, was because of the hold here at this structure point around 427. So we held that structure, very nice gap up today. We hit all-time highs. I went ahead and locked my profits in today, locked in about a 12% profit right here. You guys can see, locked in 12% on LULU, freeing up buying power, risk to my portfolio. So that's LULU. That's my second trade. The third one that we're going to go over is Goldman Sachs. And this trade is awesome. I absolutely loved this trade. Probably, in my opinion, one of my best trades, not monetary-wise or percent-wise, just overall mindset and thinking about what's going on with the macroeconomic economy or macroeconomic situation. And I just love the bounce that we took here on Goldman. So going back in the Discord, I think some people probably thought I was crazy for taking this trade. But right here is the 920. So on 920, I took this trade, which was on Monday. We can see a 924, 395 call for $1. Playing this for a move off the Fed meeting. Dow slightly outperforming. And we also had a Goldman Sachs pullback to the 100 SMA. That alone, seeing that right there on your charts, that pullback to the 100 SMA, just got me very interested in a Goldman Sachs play. Looking at this chart now, you guys can see as we look at it look at it now from 920, just an awesome move right off the 100 SMA. A beautiful, beautiful move. And why did I get into this? Just because of that Fed meeting, that possible move off of the Fed, the FOMC statement, and a potential move on the financial industry, the XLF. And we definitely got it. So I don't really care to go through the short-term time frame stuff on this. You guys can just see that we got an awesome move here when the FOMC was announced. So right here is when FOMC was announced, right around 2 o'clock yesterday. Very nice push. Today, having an awesome day. Locked in my profits on Goldman Sachs. You guys can see that on my Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, I share these trades as well. So make sure to check that out down below in the description. Here's my Goldman Sachs profit. It was a 40% total profit, about $151. So you might think, that's really small, but I only risked $100 or $200 on this play. So I think it was a good play. I liked it. Yesterday alone, it was up 300%. Today alone, it was up another 75%. I was down on it at one point, and being that I was able to get out of it with a 40% net profit, I was very happy. So congratulations. I know a lot of you guys in the Discord chat took this trade with me, and it worked out beautifully. So I'm definitely going to be, looking to see in the future, is Goldman going to continue here on the daily chart, on the 4-hour. We're definitely starting to push up, and a 4% gap down and a 11% dip from highs on Goldman just seems like a little much, and there's definitely probably some opportunity here still on Goldman Sachs. So those are the 4 trades, just some really clean price action. I hope you guys learned some analysis, some technicals from this video. If you did, make sure to comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about some of these plays. All right, guys, so that's all that I have for you in today's video. Some nice trades, sharing some technical analysis. Hopefully this helps you, gives you some education for your trading into the future. If you learned something from today, make sure to press that like button. Let me know down below, comment down below what you think about some of these plays. If you took any of them, I would love to hear from you. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will be traveling this weekend, so unfortunately, I will not be able to be on the live stream on Monday morning. So no live stream Monday morning, but I will be back on Tuesday. I'm going to a Giants game in New York, which is probably a very painful thing to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. Should be fun with some family. So shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for all the support. Make sure to press the like button, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.